Hey guys, it's Will from PowerTraders.com. Today, guys, I'm doing another weekly analysis on the cryptocurrency market. So we're going to go through Bitcoin and all the other top cryptocurrencies. So let's start off with Bitcoin. As you guys can see here, has it been a pretty nasty few weeks, as you guys know. You know, despite setting new all-time high, right, in November 10th, everyone was incredibly bullish with the setting of this new all-time high, right? But since then, we've been in a pretty nasty correction, guys. Let's see here. We're down at 1.39%, and I remember watching. I watched it. You know, when we saw this crash. I would call it a crash because pretty much in just a few hours, we were down. Almost 30%, and I remember watching this, and price coming down to test this major support level here, right? This level here that we been looking at for a very long time, and we've so far held it, right, since this initial breakout, right, this bullish breakout. We so far have held it. You can see here we came all the way down here and then a pretty long wick coming back up. So we did have another test of the major support level a few days ago, but this is pretty nasty. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty worried, but at the same time, there was also this feeling of I'm happy that this happened, right? And the fact that we came all the way down to major support level and we held it, I think that looked pretty good. Now, of course, there's the obvious one for those of people who aren't in the market or still are trying to position, continue building a position. Well, this is a great time to accumulate, in my opinion, as long as we hold this major support level, right? I think as long as we hold this, I think we look great. If we do break it, obviously we got this major support level here, but I think if we do break this, I think at this point, a lot of people in the market, especially the retail traders, those. I think at this point, if we do come back down here, I think everyone's, it's like, geez, the cycle's over, right? The cycle's over. But, who knows, right? It's really hard to, predict the market. Nobody saw this coming, right? And I guess nobody really saw this correction here coming to a 39% correction. But again, let's go back to this major support level here, because what is possible, in my opinion, is that we could come back down here, get another retest before resuming off, right? Because if you look at how many times we tested major support level back here in September, right? We spent almost a month there, right? So scary times, but I do think there's a shot that we may come back down again, get another retest before coming back up. All right, let's move on to Ethereum. Ethereum actually looks probably the most the most bullish of all the crypto. It's been really bulletproof, and I'll show you guys what I mean. First of all, we are continuing to trade in this channel trend, right? We came back down here with the the Bitcoin crash I showed you guys, right? We came all the way down here in Ethereum, coming down to test this level here, which it held. So something similar to what Bitcoin did, right? It came all the way down to the major support level in which we held. It came back up. We're having a retest right now, as you guys can see here. So far, we have not had a single candle that break below this line here. So let's hope it stays that way. If it breaks below this black line, I think there's a really good chance we're going to come back down to test this major support level down here, guys. I think that's really possible if we break this level, right? All right, next one is Polkadot. If you guys might have seen me post this trade idea on DOT a few days ago, and it's I think this trade is pretty obvious and really clean, right? We have this final major support level that we have to hold, right? As long as we hold 22, I do think there's a really good chance we're gonna get another wave up. And so far, you can see we're holding it. Let me look at it in this chart here. So far we're holding it, right? But again, we may come back down to get another retest before coming back up. I should also draw this line too, because this line seems to be, you can see here, also holds that support also, right? Anyways, So keep an eye out on DOT. You know, we're trading in major support level, and if we do hold it, right, this is major support level, right? Anyways, so if we do hold it, I think this looks like a pretty attractive level for accumulation, in my opinion. On the other hand, if we do break the 22, that is, you know, that's going to look incredibly bearish, you know. Yeah, it might happen. Maybe we'll get a false breakout. Maybe it'll do something like, you know, quickly come back down here, you know, break, maybe come back down to 18, 17, you know, very quickly, and then recover. I think that's possible, you know. Get rid of all the leverage in the system. But let's see, guys. Again, keep an eye on for level 22. As long as we hold that, I think we're looking pretty solid on DOT. All right, Solano. Solano, as you guys know, has been trading sideways since this, you know, incredible rally coming out of August. If you log it out, it does look pretty on point if you draw a parallel channel. I'll show you guys what I mean. Yeah, so there you go. You can see here, touch, 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 touch. So this, it's been holding perfectly, well, pretty much, you know, perfectly in this channel trend. But let's see, right? It could easily break it, but you know, models are there until they're broken, right? So for now, we're trading in this channel. So let's see if we come back down here. Maybe we'll get another retest, just like all the other coins, right? Just because we're having a pretty green day today and yesterday doesn't mean, you know, this weekend or tomorrow is not going to be awful, right? Again, retest happens very often, right, guys? Doesn't matter what market it is, retest happens pretty often. Doesn't mean it will happen, right? But it does happen pretty often. So you always have to keep that in mind. And of course, the reason why you want to keep that in mind is, what if it does come back down here, right? What if it does? What if it comes back down to 158? Are you going to buy? That's the thing, right? I guess what I'm trying to help in this channel is not necessary to tell you guys buy here, buy there, but more of what if it does come down there, right? What are you gonna do? What type of strategy are you gonna come up with? You know, these are questions you guys are gonna have to ask, you know, because especially in the crypto market, you're gonna be, you know, if you're not prepared for a variety of scenarios playing out, well, you're probably gonna lose money in crypto. Unless you're a hodler. If you're a hodler, that's also one way to go about it. Crypto too. Just buy and just never look at it. And to be honest, to some extent, that strategy is actually the best. But it depends. All right. Anyways, let's take a look at ADA. ADA's, I would say, is been an absolute dog, guys. It's, you know, this crash here, right? That happened during the, you know, remember this crazy crash here that happened in May, right? In ADA, you know, it's a 60% crash. But if you look at the current correction, okay, it's now down 62%. It has, you know, overlaps this crash here in May. So, you know, people are just dumping ADA like crazy this past few months. I still own some ADA. Again, it's a small position in my portfolio, but it's been awful, you know. And I also, you know, the question obviously comes, do I want to buy? Is this a great buying price? And technically it does, right? Look, you're buying it at 1.345. Look, in Feb this year, it was trading at these levels, right? So on technical levels, it seems like it is doing well. And I think ADA will trend upwards against BTC over time. Ethereum, I don't know, but if you look at Ethereum ADA, the ratio has been getting, wrecked. You guys can see here, and you know, and again, just like the Link Ethereum ratio, right? You don't really know where the bottom's gonna go. Maybe this is the bottom. It could really go down for quite a while. I mean, I do think there's a chance it might come back up, but you know, it may come down for a while. But you know, long term, ADA has managed to somewhat trade sideways against Ethereum, which is a good sign, right? At the very least, you want an asset that performs, you know, at least the same or at least as Ethereum, right? Because if an asset is not outperforming Ethereum, then why hold it? Honestly, why hold it? Last one let's go through is Chainlink. not looking too interesting. Also, the current price at 20, just like 88. You know, if you're buying at 20, that's just the same price it was in Jan of this year. You know, it's been trading sideways for a year. So let's see, guys. Let's hope 2022 it's a more exciting year for Link. Again, as I mentioned a million times, right? The 35 level is still the level we have to break, right? For us to get exciting. Until we break that 35 level, to be very honest, Link does not look interesting at all. I mean, it depends also who you ask, right? You know, maybe some people, at this level here, they may see this as, very interesting because they're accumulating. But nonetheless, we also have some pretty strong support levels here, right? And just like what I mentioned before, maybe we'll get a retest, maybe we'll come back down. I don't know if we'll come back down to 13, 14, but always prepare for that scenario, right? And perhaps if we do come back down to these major support level here, corresponding these touches here, right? I'll probably will buy some Link if we do come back down here. And if we have a bearish breakout, though, below 13, well, I think at that point, I think if we do break 13, it's either going to be a flash crash or, people are just dumping it. Like, it's people are, for it to break that major support level, I think the market has to be pricing in a possibility that the cycle is coming to an end. A possibility, right? Anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.